Hello, this is Justin VanFulpen, and today on NFL Draft Digest, we're going to be talking about the 2010 class of defensive ends for the NFL Draft. In this year's class, there's a lot of potential, and as one NFL coach told me, potential is what gets NFL coaches fired. But that's what GMs are always looking for, is the potential. What type of player can make that impact, especially on defensive ends. And when we're talking about defensive ends, we're talking about 4-3 defensive ends. I think when you start that, you got to start with one of the juniors, and there's many juniors that had declared early for this year's draft. That's Derek Morgan, the defensive end from Georgia Tech. He's a guy that reminds me a little bit of Julius Peppers because he's big, physical. He's got the ability to not only defend the run as well as rush the passer. So he's the number one guy, possibly a top 10 pick. And then when you go the number 2, in my opinion, he's got Carlos Dunlap from the University of Florida. Another early entry guy who's a big physical guy who can not only, again, rush the passer but also defend the run. And then after that, you're looking at Jason Pierre-Paul, a junior college guy who played 1 year at South Florida, then declared early. To me, he's a mid to late first-round draft pick. He's got a lot of potential. 81-inch wingspan, be able to do backflips. I mean, this guy's a freak of nature when it talks about athletically. And then Everson Griffin, another junior. These juniors are where it's at. He's from USC, and a guy who, you know, is probably, again, a late first-round draft pick. And then Clifton Gathers from South Carolina is my 5th overall defensive end. Then Brandon Graham, our first senior, comes off the board. Brandon Graham from the University of Michigan. Then Greg Hardy from University of Ole Miss and Corey Wooten from Northwestern kind of round out those really 8. There's 8 really potential first, second round defensive ends in this year's class. So I think when you look at it, there's a diverse group, all good pass rushers, all got guys that stop the run. I think this group of 8 guys really are going to be head and shoulders over the next group of defensive ends coming off the board. So again, an overview of defensive ends. Next we'll be talking about defensive tackles. Keep it locked, NFL Draft Bible, as well as jocksraps.com. That's jocksraps.com, and my blog, nflnext.blogspot.com. That's nflnext.blogspot.com. Again, this is Justin VanFulpen. You've been watching NFL Draft Digest.